Well, good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino cannabis review. I haven't given this one a name yet, but it's cannabis related. We got another Canadian classic. No, what we have here is another drink, another 355 milliliter can drink from the SQDC, the Société Québec de Cannabis. This is their Houseplant Grapefruit. So, from what I've been told, Houseplant Grapefruit was the one that Seth Rogen was involved in helping make. I don't know why people waste their time with these guys, though, because these have like 2.5 grams THC and 2.5 grams CBD. Not grams. Is it gram? It's. I'm on my phone now, so I can't look it up. But it's like for this whole can, it would be the same as getting a very very low dose. Smoking one joint is like 10 times higher than this, because most of the joints I order have like 20 milligrams of THC, where this one has 2.5 milligrams of THC. So I mean, it would take me 10 of these to get to the point of one joint. And these are like $6 a piece. So I don't know why people bother with it. I also don't know why the government's so scared of somebody drinking this that we have to have the tamper-proof tape, then the plastic lid to keep you from getting to it. When here's a beer that will fuck you up. It's a 10% alcohol beer. I can just walk into the store, open that, and drink it. Here's the 2.5 milligram THC/CBD drink that it would take like 10 of them to do anything to you, and you have to fight to get into it. I don't understand this. The devil's lettuce is still the devil's lettuce. Even though it's legal now, it's still the devil's lettuce. Okay, let's get into the Houseplant Grapefruit. So my wife said she wanted to try this, but then she didn't want to come over and join us. So she's making me walk over to her at one point. So I'm going to leave the camera, and you might see my titties. So I apologize for that. I could have put a shirt on, you're right. I could have done a lot of things. I could have told Alicia how I felt about her in high school. But I didn't do that. So you know what? Fuck you and your fucking expectations of me. That smells good. And it's down by my titties right now, and I can smell it. Oh God, that smells real good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour it in my glass. And I'm not going to pour it all in my glass. There's a mouthful or two left in there. I'm going to pass it to Alicia. She can talk about the smell. She can try it. She can do all that stuff. So crystal clear, which is basically what most of them have been that I've bought. Smells very much like a grapefruit soda, though. Like a grapefruit the Pellegrino. You can get the flavored Pellegrinos, and the grapefruit one smells just like this. It does have a very big grapefruit nose, which is hiding any cannabis. What are you thinking of the nose?
Smells like a fucking grapefruit. You know I hate grapefruit, right?
Cheers. Cheers, honey. I love you.
Oh.
What?
Tastes like grapefruit and carbonated water.
So here's the one thing I will say about the Houseplant Grapefruit. Unlike any other cannabis beverage I've had, you don't get the oiliness, you don't get the dirtiness, because they've all pretty much had this oily dirt flavor to them. This one does not. She is 100% correct. It basically tastes like carbonated water and grapefruit. Now you bring it up to your face, like right here, my face is getting hit with the bubbles. So the carbonation is huge out of the glass, but as soon as you take a sip of it, the carbonation isn't that bad in the mouth. It's weird. It's weird. But again, it would take so many of these to do anything that I don't get what you would do this with. Would it take the edge off of something? I don't know. I was 37 before I had my first bit of of cannabis because we were living in Welland, and I ordered from the Ontario Cannabis Store, and that was my first tenure into it. And now I find it does help me sleep, and it's helped me get off my antidepressants, and it's done a lot of good for me. Mostly I use the oils and the oral sprays because I've never smoked until this point in my life either. So it isn't easy for me to just pick up. I've thought about bongs and pipes and stuff so that I'm not really smoking paper, but I don't know anything about any of them. But I don't get, even being a guy who is now 38, who at 37 started his tenure into cannabis, I don't feel anything off of such a small dose. So I don't know why anyone would drink such a small dose at $6 when for $6 you could get a joint that might actually do something to you. It doesn't taste bad. But again, at 2.5 milligrams, there's no reason for me to even think about buying another one of these. I would have to buy a 12-pack of those at $6 a can to even contemplate having a feeling up from them. And I mean, yeah, that would be basically on par as buying a 12-pack of beer up here. And I would rather pay for this than the beer, because I mean, I could get this with 4 calories a can and drink all 12 of them at 48 calories instead of a 12-pack of Bud and drink them all. But I don't get it. I don't get the, and you can't even order a lot of these. These count as 6 grams of cannabis when you order them off of the government sites, and you can only order 30 grams at a time. So you can order 5 of these. What good is that? What good is that? Now, I don't know if you go into the store if you're allowed to buy as much shit as you want, or if you're still limited to 30 grams, because I've never cared to find out. But through the SQDC, you can only order online 30 grams at a time. So I order 5 of these. Well, that's getting me nowhere, because again, the average THC level of the stuff I buy is moderate to high. So the average is like 14 milligrams of THC up to 25 milligrams of THC per unit, where this one is 2.5. So I look at the cost benefits, and yeah, I'm not smoking it, but it's so much more. My Irish is coming out, right? It would be better for me to just buy a bunch of cannabis, chew it up, and eat it with chocolate so that I get a fat or butter or something to ingest it than what I'm getting right here. This doesn't taste bad. Oral sprays and oils don't hit me for about an hour. Well, between an hour and a half and 2 hours normally. They do say about half an hour to an hour. I'm about double that time. But when they hit me hard. This stuff doesn't seem to hit me at all. I've had it on its own, and I've had it the nights that I've smoked up and I've done the oils and stuff, and neither time does it really seem to change any effects. Yeah. So I'm going to give this a 2-point mark. It's grapefruit and soda water. Flavor wise, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Because of all the... I've done like 6 or 7 cannabis drinks now, and of all of them, this is probably the best tasting. Overall, I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10 because I'll never buy it again, because there's no reason for me to buy it again. Thank you guys for watching. Have a wonderful evening. This was the Rhino looking at Houseplant Grapefruit. Alicia, I love you. Bye, guys.